So today's workout is bodyweight only. You need no equipment whatsoever. It is made up of 12 exercises and we're going to do them as a circuit. So that means pretty much back to back without a rest. Each exercise you're going to perform for 50 seconds and then there's a 10-second break, which I'll go through the exercise quickly, and also you can take a quick breath or a drink of water in between. So it's 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 12 exercises all the way through. Then we have 1 minute rest, and then you're going to do that 3 times. So overall, that's 36 sets of an exercise for 50 seconds at a time. Each exercise is a big exercise. We have jumping and quite explosive exercises, and we're also throwing in some mobility exercises within this. So we're working on flexibility, cardio, as is the way always with circuits, and then we're working the full body in lots of different planes of motion, from rotation side to side and front to back. 50 seconds is there so that if you're at a high level and you can continue for the whole 50 seconds, that's great, do it. But if you're more of a beginner, intermediate, or just you want to warm into it, then start with 20 seconds or 10 seconds, 30, 40, and gradually work your way up through it. So you could do this 1 week, you might last 30 seconds, next week 45 seconds, and then the week after you might last 50 seconds, and that's how we see progression in this. So, time for the warm-up, and enjoy. Warm up first of all, slap your body, slap your upper back, slap your lower back. So as always, we're trying to get the clicks and the pops out of that lower back, and also the shoulders and upper back. Just warm up the transverse plane, it's called. Your ability to rotate. Lots of people don't warm up this part. Then it's reaching up, the usual stretch and reach, stretch and reach. So you're stretching as high as you can and whipping back. We're stretching the shoulders and these big lat muscles, the big back muscles, always very tight. And then palms down, palms up, stretching out our shoulders and our pecs. Again, pecs very tight. We sit down a lot, or you do push-ups and things like that. And then side to side, let's warm up the obliques, the muscles in the sides of your body. Stretch, stretch. And again, we're just flexing the spine side to side as well. The more movement we can make the spine do, the better. Feet wide, hands on your hips, push forward as far as you can, sideways and back. See how big, how far can you make this, how much can you open your hips, so you push sideways as far as you can, back as far as you can, get hamstrings, sideways again, and forward again. We're just trying to create as much movement, push back, and opposite direction, really pushing forward for the hip flexors, pushing back for those hamstrings, side, big circles, push back, big circles, side, big circles, side. And now we're going to go for a squat, so same stance, all the way down, squatting deep, and done. So actually, 2 of the exercises for this upcoming circuit are flexibility exercise, so the mobility. Anyway, so we'll be stretching within the workout. Then we're going to do reverse lunge, stretch the groin, open. Squeeze that butt, stretch the groin, open. Squeeze that butt. 1 more each side, stretch, open, squeeze, stretch, squeeze. Then we're going to grab your knee, lift up, stretch your butt and the lower back. And the other side, stretch, lift up. We're stretching under here, other side, stretch. 1 more, stretch. And then we go straight into this running on the spot. Chest up, abs tight. Bring those knees up, pump in the legs, pump in the arms. Make sure you've got a nice drink of water for today as well. Lots of cardio today. Feet wide, touch your hands above your head. And then forward and back with these legs. Light on your toes. Let your arms go, and done. Okay, so today we have 12 exercises, 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off. The 10 seconds off is to give you time to move between exercises. You might better get a cheeky slurp of water as well in between, because obviously 12 minutes of constant exercise. If you're maxing out in every single exercise, it's going to become very difficult, so you might need to grab a swig every now and then. I say 12 exercises, a lot of exercises, so I won't show you them all as we go through. I'll just show you in that 10-second break that you've got each time. But essentially they're exercises that you've probably all done a version of at some point. There's some little changes, but only small things. The first 2 exercises we'll do, I'll show you these first before we go in, is a flexibility exercise, so mobility exercises within this circuit. So the first one, my voice breaking again, finally. First one, we're going to do the squat to stretch. It's like a baby stretch, we call them. So normal width feet, I'll show you from the side. Put your fingers underneath your toes, and you're going to squat down and then stretch the hammies. So you just squat all the way down, push that butt as high as you can, stretch the hammies, squat and stretch. So 50 seconds of this. Then we go into reverse lunge with an overhead reach. So we do that, stretch, and we'll alternate our legs. You can touch your knee on the ground, really lean back as far as you can and open up the rib cage. So we get a nice hip flexor stretch down here, which we all need, and open our chest. But we're trying to disguise the mobility as actual exercise, which it will become. Then we go into the more difficult plyometry exercises. So it's going to be 50 seconds on and a 10-second break. So we'll go through the first 2, and then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to finish my exercise and start telling you the exercise afterwards. So basically, if I run through the names of them quickly, so there'll be a few names you don't know. So we've got those 2 stretches, and then we have the squat jump, which is basically a normal squat, then a squat jump, normal squat, and then squat jump. Then we have a curtsy alternating lunge, so you're just coming all the way down to lunge and going to side. It's kind of like the skater, side to side, but you get a big twist on the hip. Then we're going to do the Hindu push-up, where we do that swooping push-up. Then we do this runner jump lunge. They're all big exercises. Then we do a hand release push-up, which is basically we're going to go like this, push up to the ground, take your hands off, and then you come up, touch one foot, touch the other foot, and repeat. Hands off, touch and touch, like that. But let's get straight in. 12 exercises like that. First one, you'll be working out the exercises, and the last one will fly through it. But even if you end up doing 45 seconds instead of 50 seconds. Obviously, if you can only last 30 seconds, just stop, work at your own pace. But if you can do 50 seconds each time, all the way through, well done. So let's get stuck straight in. We'll start with those squat to hamstring stretch first of all. Let me get my stopwatch ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Fingers underneath, front of your feet, stretch, squat down, chest up. Stretch, squat down, chest up. Really stretching as much as you can, and then squatting. Stretching as far as you can, and squatting. So the aim is to try and tuck your fingers underneath your feet. So you're grabbing your toes. Don't crush your fingers. Forces you put your weight through your heels, and then you really push that butt out to get that stretch. So it is a stretch, but when we do it for enough time, you're still squatting, so you will start burning your thighs. Really push that butt out. Stretching the hamstrings. It's a good dynamic stretch. 5 more seconds doing this. Dropping down deep, pushing that butt up high to stretch the hamstring. And done. Then in the next one, we've got 10 seconds, we're going to do this. Stretch and switch. Stretch. Switch. So we're pushing our hips forward, reaching up, and let's go. Straight in. 50 seconds now. Reaching. Boom. Stretch. Go. Stretch and go. Push your hips in, open your chest. Let's get that movement. That's it. Open, stretch and reach. Push your hips in, stretch and reach. 30 seconds. So you really, as you come back, you're pushing your hips forward into it and leaning back as much as you can whilst opening. So we get that nice stretch on the front, also you're working your quads. 5 seconds left of this, and then we're going into a squat to squat jump. And stop. So the squat to squat jump is a normal squat, and then a squat jump. Normal squat, squat jump. So it's basically just squat, squat, jump. Let's go. Let's do it. Squat, squat, jump. Let's go. Squat, squat, jump. So it's slightly easier than a standard squat jump actually. So you're squatting, squat, jump. But again, you've still got that constant motion. So there's no pausing, there's no lockout at the top. When you land, make sure you don't jolt. You land straight down into that squat. As soon as you land, straight down into it. So there's no pause between exercises. Ten seconds, so the quads will be burning now. Try and keep it going if you can. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10-second break now. So we're going to do this curtsy lunge. Curtsy lunge. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Let's go. Straight in. Fast as you like. Really get that leg as far around as you can. But remember, the front leg is the one doing the work. The leg comes behind you to increase the stretch across the glute of that front leg. Make sure not to twist your knee though. Keep that foot pointing forwards. Make sure you stay within the realms of your own flexibility. Don't come too far around because we still want your foot to stay pointing forwards. All the way down. Stretch that glute. Drive. Stretch. So you want that toe to point forward still. And actually get a big stretch on the glutes. Last 5 seconds of this exercise. 3, 2, 1, and pause. Next exercise we're going to do is this Hindu or the dive bomb push-up. Stretch, open, and down again. Everyone, let's go. 50 seconds. Let's do it. Open. Diving down. Stretch. Back. Diving down. Stretch. And back. So those first 5 exercises, first 5, one in the middle was more cardio, but all quite mobility based. Halfway there through this exercise, 25 seconds left. Keep it going, swooping, open your chest. Swoop close to the ground, open your chest. Last 15 seconds, swooping, close to the chest. And then we're getting ready for that runner jump lunge, 25 seconds per leg. Last 5 seconds, try and keep it up. Down, dive bombing. Stretch. And done. Back onto your feet. Run a jump lunge. We step back, drive that knee up. Step back, drive that knee up. Step back, drive that knee up. 25 seconds per side. Let's go. Straight in. Lunge back, explode up. So you do 25 seconds on one leg, and then it'll be 25 seconds on the other leg. I'll tell you when it's 25 seconds. Concentrate on exploding as high as you can. Land softly and come back. Softly. Let your arms do what feels natural. They'll naturally just do that runner's position. Switch legs, switch legs. So switch those legs. Now you're driving the other knee up. Jumping off the ground with the other foot. Remember, these individual leg stuff, you'll find different legs, different levels of flexibility and strength. So sort of mentally realise that the left leg or the right leg is weaker or tighter. That's homework for you to sort that out, to do some stretching. 3, 2, 1. Now we go to the next one, side to side burpee. It's a burpee, standard burpee, boom. Then we jump to the other side, standard burpee. Let's go, straight in. You can skip or jump, straight in. Let's go, jump. Jump. So you've got the lateral sideways jump, which forces you to be a bit more explosive with that burpee jump. And then you have the standard in, out of the burpee. And then we leap to the side. As it gets more difficult, you might want to do a big step to the side. 30 seconds of that done already. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds left of this before we do this hand release push-ups with toe taps. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. The next exercise will be down, lift your hands up, back up, touch one toe, touch the other toe, and repeat. Let's go. Let's go. Toe tap. Hands off the ground each time. So with this exercise, you can still do it on your knees. You do a knee push-up, take your hands off the ground, knee push-up back. But then you come up onto your toes to touch those toes. 25 seconds gone here. Then we go into another mad sounding exercise, the squat plank burpee. Sounds incredible. 15 seconds. So we release your hands every time on the ground. Make sure you go all the way down. 5 seconds. And we go into the squat plank burpee. And stop. So squat plank burpees, we start here. We go into a burpee position, plank, and then we jump ourselves back into a burpee. Everyone, let's go. Position, down, back up. Let's go. So we go to squat position, jump out, plank, back up, back to squat position. Shoot the legs out, plank, plank, boom, boom, jump the legs back. Shoot the legs out, plank, plank. So it's a burpee without the jump. Hold that squat position. Cheeky little plank in there as well. 20 seconds left of this. So it doesn't matter if you're all over the place in this round because it's the first time you're doing some of these exercises. Five seconds left. Squeeze the abs in that plank. 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. Broad jumps. Jump, pivot, jump, pivot. 50 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Jump, pivot, jump, pivot. Jumping as far as you can. Land softly. Make sure you don't land stiff leg. Protect those knees. Land soft. Turn. Jump back again. Jump as far as you can. Really open up. Maybe you get a rest in the air if you jump far enough and high enough. Turn, pivot, and jump again. It's explosive, so it will make your heart rate go up very quickly. Obviously you get your quads as well, front of your thighs. Then we move into the core exercises after this. So we slow the heart rate down, take away from the legs. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Try and keep these jumps up. Land, pivot, jump. Land, pivot, jump. 3, 2, 1, and done. Now we're moving to the floor, alternating V-ups. Touch and turn. Touch and turn. Let's go. Let's go straight in. Let's go. Reaching, touching. So you turn to the same direction as the leg. I lift my right leg, I look to my right. I lift my left leg, I look to my left. Try and touch that toe. Land fully straight, hands above your head, legs straight. Touch, switch, touch, switch. Up and down, halfway there. So rest in your legs now, mostly. Heart rate should start slowing down. Might not feel much like it, but it will be dropping. Obviously it's all about the core now. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds before we move to the hollow rock. Very intense one once we've done abs. And let's go. 10 seconds, and we do the hollow rock. Hands above your head, engage the upper, engage the lower, and just go rock. 50 seconds of rocking. Horrific. This is really hard. Ready? Let's go. So if you can hold the full 50 seconds, congratulations. If not, just keep stopping, have a little scream, shake out your belly, engage, and start again. So it's going up and down, rocking forward and back. The reason this is so hard is because you don't get to release. You contract, you hold that contraction, and we just make it more intense and back to medium, more intense, so there's never that release that you get with every exercise. So this should burn very quickly. Be really aware, pulling the belly button in, crunching the upper abs and the lower abs. Try and make it as hard on yourself as possible. Strange to do that to kind of make it harder, but the harder you go, the more it's going to work. We've only got 5 seconds left. Try and keep rocking. 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice. Have a proper rest now. If you haven't been drinking, definitely grab a drink. Slurp of water. China mug, it's important to come from China. Jump. 20 seconds gone, get your breath back, think about the exercises, which ones were difficult, but make sure you take on water, take on some water. Some of those will obviously be harder than others, but at least a few of them are going to take you right up to like a 9 out of 10 on the RPE, the rate of perceived exertion. So that's what we're trying to do. We can't have you the whole time at 9 out of 10. We're going to go through waves. We want you to have spikes of intensity. So we're going to go straight back into, in 10 seconds, we'll go back into their first exercise, the baby squat, the hamstring stretch exercise. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Fingers under our toes, squat, stretch the hammies. Squat, stretch the hammies. So it's good to mix up the types of exercises. Some of you might be able to do press-ups for days, but something like this could feel very difficult. Stretch the hamstrings. But fitness is about trying to be as good as you can at everything. You know, if you're really flexible but weak, you're not truly well-rounded, and vice versa. If you're strong but not flexible, again, you need to work on flexibility. So try and incorporate some of that into the workout here. So you've got that squat, the hamstring stretch. Now, if you do find these first two more difficult than the others, then that shows you need to do more mobility work. 5 seconds, and done. Then we have the next exercise, the lunge, where you whip those arms up, stretch, stretching out your stomach, stretching out your hip. 2, 1, let's go. Whip those arms back. The more aggressively you whip them back, the more of a stretch you'll get on the hip flexor, stomach. Really getting in the groin there, very tight, especially if you've been running or running and sitting down. Sitting down, obviously the main exercise of lockdown for everyone, I think. 25 seconds gone, 25 more seconds. Whipping those arms back, stretch. Whipping, stretch. Whipping, stretch. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. 10 seconds, and we're going to move to the squat, squat, jump. So remember, squat, and then squat, jump. Boom, we land, squat, and let's go, squat, jump. Squat, squat, jump. So it's like a squat, jump with a rest in between. It's a standard squat. Should be a big difference between the exercises. If the squat and the squat jump look identical, you're probably not jumping high enough. Get a bit of air under your feet when you jump. Otherwise, I don't think it's a jump. Explode up and land. That's why it makes the squat jump so hard. Because you jump, you need to increase your power output to increase the heart rate. 15 seconds left on these squat to squat jumps, and then we move into this curtsy lunge. Get the glutes fired up. Take away from the quads a little bit, because this exercise you should feel your quads burning now. Squat deep and jump up. 2, 1, let's go. Oh, relax. I'll show you. My turn to do something. Stretch and stretch. Curtsy lunge in. 3, 2, 1. Now let's go. Stretch. Get the stretch on that front leg. Get the stretch on that front leg. Stretch on that front leg. Real emphasis through your glutes. Made that word difficult. Stretch the glute on the left side, glute on the right side. Remember, you want your toes pointing forward each time. 25 seconds left. Switching legs. 15 seconds left. Give it to, make sure those glutes get really stretched. Engage those glutes. Hard muscle to engage without weight. Three, 2, 1, relax, and we'll move to the floor to these dive bomber push-ups. Butt high in the air, stretch the hammies, and then dive. Arch, and repeat. Let's go, straight in, push that butt out, dive bomb, stretch, compress the lower back. Stretch out your stomach. And go back again. Dive bomb. Stretch the stomach. Push those hammies back. Dive bomb. Stretch the hammies. Dive bomb. Deep. 20 seconds in. 15 seconds now. Push those hips back to stretch the hamstrings. Dive deep. Really open your chest. When you stretch out your stomach, compress that lower back. And relax. Then we move into the next one, which is the runner jump lunge. Step back and we explode up the right leg, back with the right leg. Explode up the right leg, back with the right leg. Let's go, 25 seconds per side. Pick a side and just start. 25 seconds, one leg. Once you've done 25 seconds, switch legs. Explode up. A lot of work on that front leg. You've got the lunge, you've got the jump, and landing, controlling on one leg with full body weight. When you land from a jump, it's like 4 times your body weight going through one leg. A lot of work. Switch legs, switch legs. It's a halfway point. Nice. Load out. Three, 2, 1, relax. Okay, now we're going to go for the side to side lunge. Burpee, sorry. So we're burping and jumping to the side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Shoot those legs out. Boom, boom. Jump to the side, shoot them out. Remember, we're looking for 50 seconds, but if you can't make 50 seconds, stop, shake it out, continue. You might do 20 seconds with a little rest in between, but try and go all the way through if you can. See if you can get 50 seconds, 50 seconds, 50 seconds. 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Very hard. Big cardio, get the whole body as well. At 30 seconds, that's when it normally gets really tough. Grit your teeth for the next 20 seconds. Jump to the side, shooting the legs out, shooting the legs in, jumping to the side. Keep it going, summer is coming. I think, it did look that way last week anyway. Burpee out, burpee in, jump to the side. Burpee out, burpee in, jump to the side. And done. Now we're going to go to the hand release push-ups with toe taps. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So push up. Take your hands off the floor. Push up again. Touch one toe. Touch the other toe. Push up. Hands off. And again. So again, we've got that mobility flowing through everything. Hands off each time. For a lot of it's easier than normal push-ups because you get that tiny bit of relief when you push your hips back from the chest and the arms. But we stay down here, we're going to do the squat plank burpee next. Ready? Relax. Okay, 10 seconds. So if you remember, we hold the squat position here, hands in front, burpee the legs out, boom, boom, back up, shoot the legs in, squat, let's go, straight in, let's go guys, shoot it out. Plank, back up, shoot them in, shoot them out, plank, back up, make it clear. Up and down, banging those elbows down, lock the abs in tight, back into push-up position, shoot the legs out, rock into that squat hold, shooting the legs out again. So you shoot the legs back into the squat hold, shoot them out again. When we do the push-ups. Squat hold, hands in front of you, shoot out, plank, plank, jump the legs back in, rock into that squat position. 5 seconds, keep it going. And relax, 10 seconds. We're gonna go for these broad jumps, great big broad jumps. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, let's go, jump, pivot, jump again, pivot, Jump again. So really land, jump as far as you can. Remember, land softly, protect those knees, protect that back. Make the legs work harder. Land soft, pivot, back again. Halfway there. Big jumps. Make it clip. This is your last real leg exercise before we move to the core again. So if your legs are burning, don't worry, it's the last leg exercise. Again, exploding forwards, back. 15 seconds, sorry, 5 seconds. Relax. Okay, we move to the floor now. We do the single arm, the alternating V-up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Reaching up, open, reach up, open. Stretch. Legs. Halfway there. Rotating, remember you're crunching the upper abs, bringing your lower legs up as well. Crunching the upper abs, bringing the lower. 15 seconds. Reach, crunch, reach, crunch. 5 seconds, keep it going, crunching those upper abs. Bring that leg up and relax. 10 seconds. This is probably should feel like the hardest exercise of the lot because it's purely focused in the abs. Pain-wise anyway, the most difficult. Hollow rock. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Engage the upper abs, engage the lower abs and contract hard. Contract upper, contract lower. Contract upper, contract lower. Holding on. Really putting that belly button in. If you feel it in the lower back, it's fine. If it gets to more than 50% of the intensity of the lower back, stop, roll it out, shake it out, try again. Contract, contract, pull the belly button in, lift the legs, and again. See how long you can go again. Up and down. 30 seconds gone. It literally should feel like a hot knife in the stomach. It's absolute agony, this one. It's not going to hurt you, you've just got to try and grit your teeth through. How long can you hold that position? Rocking backward and forward. The only reason to stop through pain is if it does go into your lower back. That means that your supportive ab muscles have exhausted now. So you stop, relax, and start again. And stop fully. Fully stop. Full stop. Full stop. So the good news is we're going to go around one more time. Make sure you grab a drink of water. So every time you do an exercise now, it's the last time you're going to do that exercise. We're just going to smash through them. We've got 30 seconds of rest left. You can keep yourself mobile, move your arms. I'd say if you're sitting down now, stand up and start moving around. You don't want to go from totally static. Keep your body active. Keep moving, but obviously don't do anything strenuous and get ready. I mean, the first two are quite flexible, quite mobility based, they're not too tough. 5 seconds. Just get in a position. Get ready to put your toes under your feet. Hey, fingers under your toes. Let's go. Squat and up. I'll show my anatomy skills then. Push your hips up, stretch the hamstrings. Squat deep. Stretch the hamstrings. Squat deep. Stretch the hamstrings. And squat deep. Stretch. And squat. Each time, try and stretch more and more and more. If you're an inflexible man like me, keep trying to push yourself to stretch further. Really push those hips up. Push the back of your legs backwards. Squat deep. 15 seconds now. Try and keep the weight through your heels. At the bottom, it might feel hard to do that. But again, the aim is intention a lot of times. Trying to do things is enough to improve you in that movement. 3, 2, 1. Rest, and we're going to move to the reverse lunge with the overhead reaches. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Whip those arms back. Stretch. Whip. And stretch. Whip. And stretch. Stretch. So you're pushing your hips in. When you push your hips forward, we get that big hip flexor stretch. When you lean back, you increase the hip flexor stretch, and we start stretching the lower abdominals as well. So we want to stretch those together. Tight hips is going to be the big problem everyone has when we get back from this lockdown. So stretching out, really opening up, pushing your hips through. Whatever we can do to reduce the tightness here, to stretch out your hips, we've got to be doing. Really pushing your hips in. The bigger the stretch, this stretch alone is a great stretch. After this finishes, 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, so it's squat to squat jump next. 5 seconds, get your feet just wider than hip width. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squat, squat jump. Land soft, straight back into the next squat. Squat jump, straight down. Then we don't want to see the pause and then squat. I want you to land straight down. It's a nice fluid motion. Start pausing when it gets difficult, but in the beginning, try and make it a fluid, non-stop motion. It should look like a GIF, just constantly going. "20 seconds left. Potentially the hardest exercise for some of you, this one. Quads absolutely set on fire here. 10 seconds. You'll each have your nemesis out of these. I think 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Then we're going to those curtsy lunges. So the big wind up of the glutes. Here we stretch and we engage the butt. Strongest muscle in your body, but it's the easiest muscle to bypass a lot of the time. So we need to engage it. Let's go. Let's go. Think buttocks. That front leg, stretch, feel the stretch, drive through your heel. You will get the quads, the front of your thighs, just engage whether you want them to or not. But it's that rotation gives it a nice stretch that it doesn't often get, the glute. You want to let your butt know you care. Give it a little stretch. Engage with it. Don't just leave it out there. Engage that butt. You could even give it a, when you come up, a little squeeze at the top. Especially as you come up to my left bit, I'll squeeze my left butt now and then switch. 3, 2, 1. Relax. We're going to move to the floor and do these dive bomb push-ups now. 5 seconds into position. Get your hands in place. 2, 1. Hips back. Let's dive. Hips back. Dive. Push your hips back. Dive. And when you're doing exercise like this where you're swooping, if you hit crunches in the shoulders, in the back, honestly, as long as it doesn't come with pain, it's absolutely fine to crunch and crack and crackle. Some of you will get clicks in the back or the shoulders. It doesn't really matter where you get those clicks as long as it's not along with pain. If it's just, you do this if your arm crackles or something, absolutely fine. 10 seconds. 5 seconds, swooping. Compressing that lower back, really compressing those lower vertebrae, opening your chest, and relax. Then we're going to this runner jump lunges, so explosive jump. Make one leg work hard. Let's see which leg is strongest. Let's go. You'll find one leg stronger than the other, or maybe even your balance will be better on one side than the other. But if we can create symmetry and strength and balance the same on each leg, that's how you become very fit. So check which one. If your left leg really struggles with balance, then you could just do some balance work on top of that. So exploding up and switching sides. Switching sides. Feel how this one feels compared to the other side. They should both be tired. Does one act differently when it's tired? Is one better when it warms up? Because if it is, that means that when you go for a run, you need to warm up properly. Otherwise, one leg will be working less efficiently, will lead to injury. 3, 2, 1, relax. Then we move to the side-to-side burpee. Everyone loves the burpee. Probably not true. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hands down, burpee out, leap sideways. Burpee out, leap sideways. Remember, when you burpee, all the way out, all the way in, and then jump sideways. So you can either jump 2 feet at once, or we do this 1 foot like a step. Try 2 feet at once until you become too tired, then make it a step. But I think doing this jump side to side, it's important to do that again. We teach your body just to get used to going side to side. 10 seconds left. Burpee out, burpee in, come up, spring to the side, land soft, and down you go. Relax. Okay, we're going to go to the floor again. We're going to do this push-ups with the hand release and the toe touch. 2, 1, let's go. Down, hands off, hands on, toe touch, toe touch. Back again, push up. So the good thing is about this is it makes sure that your chest goes all the way down, full range. So for you guys that tend to do half reps, it's good. This one is to force you to go all the way down. So if you normally do push-ups, taking your hands away after each rep ensures that you know you're doing it 100% correctly. 20 seconds left. 10 seconds. 5 seconds, keep it going. And we get into our squat plank burpee. Relax. So squat plank burpee now. Squat, hands down, shoot them out. Plank, plank, back up, shoot the legs in. Squat. Let's go. Hands down, shoot, up, down. So we bring the triceps more into this as we go down and up. Also, a bit longer on the core. We take away the explosive element because we're not jumping anymore. We work the legs in a different way. 20 seconds, gone. Shoot the legs out, shoot them in, rock back into that squat hold position. So you're not really diving forward like we do on some exercises. You just put your hands down and then shoot your legs away. Plank, plank, and then you shoot your legs in. So your hands always actually land on exactly the same spot. It's your leg that does all the moving. And when you shoot your legs in and out, you engage the core. Relax, rest, and then we're going to do the broad jumps. Great, big, glorious broad jumps. Let's go. Boom, jump, land soft, pivot, jump, land soft, pivot, jump, pivot. The soft landing is very important. We don't want to put pressure through those knees. Nearly there. Looking good, guys. Still see that flurry of movement. People diving past the camera. It'd be stranger than any other Zoom chat. 10 seconds. Nearly there. Last 2 exercises now. Abdominals. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Alternating V-ups now. Then those horrific hollow body rocks. Horrific for me anyway. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Crunch. So you're bringing the lower abs in. Making the neural connection is really important. Think about the muscles you want to work. Imagine that you could feel those abs contracted, feel them squeeze, feel them rock solid, contract, open and stretch at this point, and then we shorten and contract. As you twist, you bring in the obliques as well, and muscles around the sides. Keep it going. 20 seconds. Lower and upper all working together. Tracting, squeezing, opening. Big movements for the abs, this one. Doing all the movements that the abs can do. They can stretch, they can contract lower, upper, and twist. And like a crunch, we get everything here. And relax. Okay, last one. That's the last thing we're doing, but say probably most painful to last. Try and contract and hold for as long as you can. Ready? Get yourself ready. 3, 2, 1. Upper, lower, contract, and hold it.
Grit your teeth. Forward and back, contracting those abs. Contract your butt as well. If you contract your butt, it will support your legs. If you really contract your butt, so your hip flexors don't engage too much. Make sure the butt is contracted as well. So you've got upper, lower, and your butt contracting. Trying to pull the belly button as tight as you can. That's 25 seconds. 30 seconds, even 20 seconds to go. Pull that belly button in. Should be in absolute bits by now. Pulling that belly button in. You're crunching, gritting your teeth, pushing through. And done. Quickly flip over. Stretch out where the pain is. Should feel a bit like putting your hand in snow. If you burn your hand, you just stretch out, take the acid away quickly. And then sit back on your heels. Stretch out your lower back. Settle that heart rate down. So you've just done 36 exercises for nearly a minute in about 45 minutes. Nice work, everyone. Good work. Yeah, hard exercise, that one.